more grease.
More grease?
Yeah.
Can't say if it's moving or not.
It's not really.
All right, you got bread?
Time to go to the store.
Any sort of...
Yeah.
Where's your paper towel? You have a roll out here?
I don't. I was inside that. I got it from the kitchen. It's fine. We got it with bread.
Do we have enough?
Yeah, we have plenty of bread.
Yeah. Okay. I will go ahead and see if we can do it.
Yay!
Science! What's up, everybody? We're back, and today the motor is hopefully going in. So we've done some work. We're replacing the clutch setup now because Huey's been having slipping issues. So let's see where we're at.
I was going to replace the input shaft seal, but the seal I got from Toyota was not the right seal, so I ended up just putting the cover back on and throwing it back together. We also took care of the steering rack, or I took care of the steering rack, put the old X8 one back in. It's, yeah, and then the ground's wet because I power washed the engine bay. And, yeah, now we're back to doing flywheel, clutch, and mating the two together. And then put it back on the engine hoist and back into the car. So that's the plan. The bread worked better than the grease. So if you're pushing out pilot bearing, use bread.
And paper towels.
So hitting the tire. Sick.
Come on, where are you? No, it's not the right flywheel.
No?
Nope. The holes don't line up. Doesn't line up.
Wait, did you buy a turbo flywheel?
No, 7MGE.
You sure? Alright, so update, we have the wrong flywheel, so can't put the clutch in. But we're still going to put the motor in this week, and then Huey can button it up during the week. And then whenever the right flywheel comes in, we'll put the trans in. Alright, so the motor's in. I don't know how much buttoning up we're going to do today, but at least for right now, that was pretty simple. My transmission's going to suck. But,
We've done it before.
yeah. So.
It's in. I really don't care to put anything in because it's going to be another week until I actually get all my parts. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up throughout the week. Justin will be back whenever he's free on the next weekend to help me put the trans in, and then we'll get this thing fired up. For now, it's back in the engine bay, and I got a ton of things to connect and wires to plug in and stuff like that. So,
Hi, Tova.
What's that?
What are you doing?
Cooking flywheels today. Yeah.
Why?
Because the hole's not big enough. I'm just hoping that little heat will make it work, make it fit. Getting there.
Alright, so let's see if we can get under here. But basically, the center bore on the flywheel doesn't match the center bore on the crank, so we're trying to heat it up and so it fits. That's what the instructions say to do. So fancy Findanza flywheel, It's in here. It says it doesn't fit. Heat it up. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, that's the plan for today. We're trying to get the transmission in. I don't know if we're gonna try and start it today. But we're trying to get all the big stuff in, and he can work on it during the week. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, so you saw the transmission go in, and now I'm having lunch, and Huey's been, I don't know, fondling this cross member for the whole time. But transmission's in, the front's all bolted in, the starter's kind of there, it's just sitting because I got lazy and I got hungry. But let's go see what Huey's been doing.
Still working on the same thing.
Hold on. Tofu. Wait. Yeah, Tofu. Yeah, Tofu didn't do anything. Don't let him fool ya.
All I'm gonna say is the OEM MK3 Super mount worked just fine. When I wanted to upgrade to an excessive, and all of a sudden now I have to worry about custom drilling holes in my cross member and get everything to line up. So I forgot how I last did it, but this time I had to loosen all the bolts, put them all in hand tight, and then now I can tighten them again. Because once they go tight, they don't line up. So.
See all these fancy parts.
I know. Oh yeah, 3 studs instead of 4 because of weight reduction.
Yeah. All right, tell us where we're at.
We put a trans in. It took us about 3 hours to do like 10 bolts.
Did it?
Or it took me at least 2 hours to put it in trans cross member. So, yeah. So Justin pretty much helped me with that and put the hood back on because those are 2 things that I can't do by myself. So what we have for the rest of the list, radiator hoses and radiator. I gotta fill that sucker up. I have the battery intake. I gotta do like the second back half of the header to the mid pipe. That's with the exhaust. The starter's halfway in. I gotta add oil, fluids, trans fluid. Yeah, the shifter needs to get put back in. Drive shaft, power steering fluid. I gotta do a front end alignment, and I gotta tighten up all the steering rack bolts. So before I can actually start and drive the car, I got a list of things to do, and I will follow up on this in the next couple of days. So for now, you guys will see tomorrow. What I was going to show you guys was how to reinstall everything, but I work faster without these cameras and just getting shit done. And honestly, it's just a 7M, and I threw everything back in. After Justin helped me get both the engine and the trans in, then it was just a matter of, you know, connecting everything that I've done like multiple times. So I don't think that's great footage. It's just the 7M that's bone stock, so it looks like a complete engine again. I already cranked it a couple times to build oil pressure and get oil up into the areas that didn't have oil, so there's that. I gotta connect the igniter again, and we're gonna go ahead and burp the cooling system now, and hopefully the car starts and it doesn't make any weird noises like it did before. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Right. Key ignition. Make sure it's in neutral. Don't have to clutch in, and let's do this. Oh, starts right up. Oh, I can see kind of from there, but all the power steering fluid is gone. So I'm gonna put the camera down, let the car idle, and add some more fluid so that way the pump doesn't run dry. All right, I'll be right back. So yeah, I'm super stoked that it actually started up the first time. Nothing crazy. Just, yeah, I was a little concerned though that my bolt tray, I did end up with 2 extra bolts, so hopefully those bolts aren't needed, but the car started, so here's that. I'm gonna give it a quick rev. Oh yeah. Oh, you son of a bitch. Alright, well, it's been like 5-10 minutes since the car was started up, and I cycled the steering rack. I added more fluid. Added more coolant. The only thing that was leaking was actually power steering. Somehow it was loose and I overfilled it, so it was leaking all the way down there and stuff. So I'm hoping it loses straight up down. But underneath the car is good. The steering rack bled pretty well, and now that the engine is warm up, it doesn't drive. So maybe you just needed a little bit of time to learn, and so yeah. I think, well, since we're looking at engine bay, we'll go over really quick the mods we've done, if any. Upgraded radiator, eBay intake, some NGK wires. We deleted the cruise control when we did the swap, so there's none of this stuff that runs over there. That's really it. For the most part, this whole car is bone stock, so I'll button all this up. I'll get the car back on the ground. I'll probably test drive it another day. It is kind of rainy today. So yeah, we'll test drive it another day. I also have to do the front alignment, and I also have to check the timing with the timing light. So I didn't touch the distributor, but since we did all that work, I might as well, you know, take a couple minutes to go ahead and check the timing. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like. If there's other Cressida stuff you want to watch, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We like to work on these things. Every once in a while, some Subaru stuff, and when we go drifting. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. And we'll catch you guys next time. All right, see you later.